Who doesn't love Sinatra to sing? Tonight we've got the next best thing. He's so handsome and what a tone. He goes by the name of DiSimone.
Here he is, Guy DiSimone. What a character. He's convinced he's the second best thing next to Sinatra. But he likes to do it Guy's way. He's an idiot, an egomaniac, a buffoon. But you gotta love him.
Coffee and donuts. Try and tell me there's no God.
This is the city, Sparks, Nevada. Population 50,000. I work in this town. Nothing goes on here without me knowing about it.
I'm not a cop. I'm a gossip columnist. See, I'm writing a book about Sparks. It's people, it's history, it's restaurants, it's entertainers.
Frank Sinatra to replace Dean Martin. The well-known crooner has the flu.
Yeah, right. I know, Dino, it's the Irish flu. Sinatra's in town.
So, we simply moved Francis Albert from his desert hideaway in Rancho Mirage / Palm Springs, California, to Reno, Nevada. Makes sense. His own show starts later this week in Tahoe. Frank, your life is meshing together nicely.
To tell you just how demented DiSimone is, he once stole a life-size cutout of Sinatra from the Sands and ended up in a 2-hour conversation with it.
All right, set it down right over there. All right. No, the other way. The other way. No, the other way. Turn it around. All right, back. Back. No, toward. All right, just a little turn. Just a little. Good, good. All right, wait. I like that. Hold it. Perfect. You dick.
Hey, Guy, I got great news.
No, I got great news. Look, Sinatra's in town.
Oh, that's great. God, Guy, that's great. Sinatra's in town. Well, lucky day.
And don't you forget it. Who knows? Perhaps we'll meet this time. Maybe rendezvous for some confab, some rapping, some exchanging of the kibitz. Maybe break bread. Maybe share some nosh.
Guy, I got great news. My dad passed away.
That's great news. What are you, schmecklehead?
No. Remember, he's been on a life support system for 19 years.
And how old are you?
19.
Well, you two were pretty close, huh?
Guy.
Sorry.
Anyway, the whole thing's a blessing in disguise because now my mom can finally get on with her life.
You know, with the chairman in town, my memory's slipping. What was your dad's problem again?
Remember? He was in the delivery room when I was born. Apparently, as I came out, he had a massive stroke. Guess you could say he died having me.
Wow. 19 years is a long time. For him and your mom. Hey, how about some coffee? And/or some donut?
I'm too excited. My mom's gonna be here at the show tonight.
Speaking of which, we got one show left. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Hey, Nelson, Frank is nearby. We gotta be good. Be on our toes. For Sinatra. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting pretty good at that. Now let's book him, Dano.
I love the smell of Sparks at night. Smells like... Close the door.
Hello, tribal members. This is Injun Larry. I'm proud to announce we have a top grade of romaine leaf lettuce at my Green Thumb Salad Bar. Romaine, like the Romanians like it.
Hypnotism is a power of the mind, just like
Patsy,
love is.
the hippie hypnotist, hates Guy DiSimone. 2 years ago, they went out on a romantic weekend together in Carson City. Well, she calls it romantic. Guy calls it a bender.
Believe in magic, dooby-dooby-doo-doo, hocus pocus, dooby-dooby-doo, prestidigitation, dooby-dooby-doo-doo, magic, magic. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.
Hello, tribal members. I'm Injun Larry. Okay, I got some announcements about some events coming up. Now, next week, it's all comedy here at the Velvet Wigwam. Joining us will be Lupe de Vega, the Fanny Bryce of Central America. Let me say, her impression of TV's Penny Marshall in Spanish, must see. Okay, now for the feature presentation. So sit back, close your eyes. You'll think it's Sinatra. Let's have a big hand for Mr. Guy DiSimone.
Good evening, Sparks, Nevada. I got one thing to say to you. Close your eyes, you'll think it's Sinatra.
You make me feel just like a kid. Since I fell in love with you, my age has really slid. So look at me, I start at 3 and go no further than puberty. You make me feel just like a kid. You make me feel like I'm 13. Oreos and ice cold milk are now my new cuisine. Call me a fool, I overrule. It's no today and there's no school. You make me feel just like a kid.
Here we go.
Love has clout. Ooh, so watch me as my face starts breaking out. Listen up, come on. Love is champ. Did I mention that our honeymoon will be at summer camp? You make me feel just like a youth. Each and every time we kiss, I grow a baby tooth. So please excuse my nervous muse, but I just stole my father's booze. I got his car, I'm driving far, and I'm drinking from a Skippy jar. You make me feel just like a, make me feel just like a, make me feel just like a kid.
Yeah! Thank you very much. That's very nice. Thank you very much. That's very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you. Thank you.
Good evening, Sparks, Nevada. I got one thing to say to you. Close your eyes, you'll think it's Sinatra. It's the motto I've been living by all my life. DiSimone does Sinatra. DiSimone does Sinatra. And rarely do I do him as well as I do him than right here in Sparks, Nevada. The fire from Reno causes sparks. Yeah. Hi, honey, what's your name?
Amy.
Amy, well, bonjour, mon ami. That's a Guy DiSimone joke, and don't you forget it. Hey, let me ask you something, Amy. How old are you?
13.
13? Somebody get this chick a cocktail. That's a Guy DiSimone quip, and don't you forget it. Here you go, Amy. Have yourself some matches. Hiya, Tex. Where you from?
Canada.
Canada? Let me wipe the snow off your back. That's a Guy DiSimone green card joke, and don't you forget it. Well, I see Nelson's mother's here. Very nice to have you here. And speaking of green, well, I have green thoughts of a green cocktail at the bar after the show. Yeah. But in the meantime, it's Sinatra you want, and Sinatra you'll get. Take me uptown, Nelson.
The other night I had a date with
She'll touch me. She showed me her motel key. Yes, she'll touch me. She'll touch me. And suddenly, DiSimone scores with a dame. Bosoms. Yeah.
Hey, Guy, you see my mom?
Yeah, saw her in the audience.
I don't get it. She was supposed to meet me backstage after the show.
Well, with that walker of hers, it's probably gonna take her a while to get there.
What walker?
Attention, tribal members. It's bar mitzvah night tonight in the Wigwam.
Hiya, Kirby.
Oh, no.
Hey, Kirby. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Jack who and?
Jack who and who?
Jack Daniels and a chaser, please.
That's a pretty good cocktail. Hey, Kirby, how about putting a ditto on mine and a ditto for whatever that beautiful picture at the end of the bar is drinking?
Thank you.
Allow me to do the introduction. Guy DiSimone. Close your eyes. You'll think it's Sinatra. What does a beautiful tigress like yourself go by?
Bev.
Bev. Probably short for Beverly.
Yeah, Beverly.
Beverly. In Italian, it means delizioso. Delicious. First time in Sparks?
Yeah. I guess you could say I'm kind of a virgin.
Penny for my thoughts.
God, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna be late for my aerobics class. Well, if it isn't Guy DiSimone. Oh, Guy, your lawyer called. Apparently, the farmer who owned the sheep isn't gonna press charges.
Hey, Patsy, your driver's here. He parked the forklift out front.
I detect a bit of an attitude on her. Was it the booze that finally got to her?
No, the pancakes.
Oh, you're a devil. You're the devil in disguise.
Bev, you make me think.
What? Of wild nights, wild women, and wild things?
All that and more.
Come on, Guy. Take me to Funky Town.
Funky Town? Yeah! Yeah.
In the wee small hours of the morning, when the whole wide world is fast asleep, you lie awake and you think about the girl, but never ever think of counting sheep. When your lonely heart has learned its lesson, you'd be hers if only she would call. In the wee small hours of the morning, that's the time you miss her most of all.
You're quite a guy. Guy.
Hey, I see you still got your glasses on.
And you still have a hat on.
Oh, yeah? You talking about my chapeau, or you just from Boston? You get it? Hat on, Boston. Hat on, Boston. That's a Guy DiSimone dialect joking, don't you forget it.
You know, Guy, it's been a while for me. And I just want to say that last night, it was very special. And I'll never forget it.
Well, the act is tight right now. My voice is good. And Nelson, my musical director, the cat can lay down some heavy chops.
You mean Harold?
Harold? Please, you play for DiSimone, you change your name to Nelson. Hey, speaking of names, you know, my real name is not Guy DiSimone.
I know, Harold. I mean, Nelson said so.
Anyway, back to me. My real name is not Guy DiSimone. It's Yuck Krasinski. My West New York, New Jersey neighborhood was 99.999% Italian. I was a lost Polish ship in a sea of eye ties.
I know, you say all this in your act.
They had black hairs, I had brown. They had olive skin, I had regular.
Isn't all this in those little matchbooks?
But one day I saw Frank Sinatra in the film From Here to Eternity when he played Maggio. Seeing that film changed my life, altered the course of history. That's a Guy DiSimone biography. And don't you forget it.
That's a great story. You know, I have heard it before.
Hey, what do you say I take you out for some kielbasa and eggs?
I don't know, big guy. I always thought you served up the best Polish sausage in town.
He's an old hippie, his new life is just a bust. He ain't trying to change nobody, he's just trying real hard to adjust. He was sure back in the 60s.
Well, if it isn't Guy DiSimone and his new date. Hey, honey, did Guy show you a good time last night?
As a matter of fact, he did.
Yeah, probably the greatest 20 seconds of your life.
Hey, Patsy, I'd offer to buy you breakfast, but the bank won't give me a loan.
I get the feeling that you and Patsy used to see each other.
I never saw her. The lights were off and I was very drunk.
Guy.
Sorry.
Guy DiSimone, the king of the Sinatra impressionists.
Kitty the waitress, my favorite feline. Hey, Nelson.
Hey, Guy.
Mom!
Ah, there's my baby. Give me kissy.
Nelson's mother, what a small world.
I waited all night for you.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
Are you okay?
Never been better. You might say I was a little distracted last night.
You did what?
Well, come on, honey. It's been 19 years.
You were with Guy?
Hey, Guy, I got 3 Javas ready and the Polska kielbasa is cooking.
What a marvelous idea. We'll sit among good friends, good conversation, good coffee.
Shut up, Guy.
You got it.
Mom, I was worried sick. I was up all night.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. You're right. I should have visited you first. It's just that I haven't been away in 19 years. I needed to feel like a woman. And I did.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, that's great, Kitty. Listen, would you excuse us for a moment? Nelson, why don't we step outside for a little man-to-man on the outskirts of this diner? Excuse us. Excuse us. Excuse us. Excuse us. Hey, Nelson, wait. Can you stop jogging for a second, Nelson?
You know, Guy, I'd do anything for you. Anything. And you do this.
Nelson, women are different. They have plumbing down there, all kinds of pipes and faucets. And sometimes the pipes and the faucets get rusty.
And that's what? That's the time to call the plumber? That's great, Guy. That's just great. Who are you? The Roto-Rooter man?
Hey, that's my muffler.
That's my mother. That's just great, Guy. That is just great. But not with my mother. Not with a friend's mother. A sister, maybe, but not with a friend's mother.
Hey, Nelson, there are many points of view here.
You knew, didn't you? You knew she was my mother.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean? Just once I wish you'd be honest. Now, you knew she was my mother, didn't you? Didn't you?
I had a hunch.
Yeah. But instead of thinking maybe I might like to see my mother first, or maybe Nelson is worried, but no, you had to take her to your trailer and do it. You're even too cheap to spring for a motel room.
Hey, that's enough of that right there.
You make me sick.
Nelson, come back here.
I'll tell you, there's one other thing I can say. I quit. You got 2 weeks' notice. Hey, I heard that!
Doodles Ferris.
Hey, Doodles! Hey, Doodles!
Yes!
That's columnist, my favorite newspaper.
Exactly, yes! I'm in a big hurry.
Hey, Doodles!
Yeah,
you know, I'm
yeah,
playing the Motel
yeah.
6 by the airport next week.
I know.
Let's talk, let's schmooze. Let's...
Hey, why don't you come inside with me?
I can't. Hey, Doodles, what do you hear about Sinatra?
Unbelievable. I hear he shows great potential. What do you think I hear?
I mean, I know he's in Reno and then in Tahoe. Will he be in Sparks?
Yes, he'll be driving past Pick Hobson's this afternoon. Oh, are you happy?
Hey, Doodles, one more question.
2:15.
Thank you. Sinatra's in town. I got some work to do.
That's it, out here. Everybody move out nicely, out here to the corner. You all look very nice in your sundry mid-afternoon schmutters. In a few minutes, Francis Albert Sinatra himself will be here. He will be driven within 205 yards of this very casino. We will be there to meet him. He will stop.
And then Frank Sinatra and Guy DiSimone will have that conversation that is so long overdue.
Kirby, this is the moment my dreams are made of.
Guy, do you really think he's gonna stop and talk?
I promised every employee at Harrah's Reno I've ever had contact with $50 if they deliver my messages to Mr. Sinatra.
You're gonna give everybody $50?
No, I said I promised them $50. What do you think I am, a schmecklehead?
Okay, people, this is it. Now remember, when he gets here, the thing to remember is that he and I will have the conversation. I repeat, he and I, nobody else. No questions, no autographs, no touching of the garments. I will tell you later what he talked about. His likes, his dislikes, etc., etc.
Guys, 2:15.
Okay, people, this is it. The Camp David of entertainment is about to happen.
Well, I hope everyone brought camping supplies. Don't worry, Gandhi will be along to teach y'all how to fast. I'll never make it.
Pay no attention to the woman behind the drapes. She speaks with a jilted mouth. He'll be here.
What Doodles Ferris just gossiped his last mouthful.
Okay, Guy. On the count of 3, you will no longer be hypnotized, and you'll return to reality. 1, 2, 3.
Come on, give me one, please. Just give me one. One time, just once, please.
I see it!
Thank you.
Hey, did anyone get that conversation on tape? I'm sure the Smithsonian will want it.
Yeah, Patsy. They're gonna put that tape in the John Dillinger collection.
This is ridiculous.
Waited all day, guys.
Forget it.
Loser.
I'm sorry, Nelson, about your mom and last night. I'm sorry.
It's okay. My mom's a woman, too. I forgot she has her own needs.
You two are okay, aren't you? I mean, she didn't split town or nothing.
No, we're fine. She's just not used to this much action. She's up taking a nap. She's staying until next week.
Oh, good. I mean, good, you'll be able to see her. Hey, listen, about you leaving.
Yeah, Guy, don't worry about it. I'm not leaving.
You're not?
No. What are you, schmecklehead?
Well, in that case, you're out of uniform.
You know, I don't know why he didn't stop. I mean, it probably wasn't even him. He was probably picking up a cigarette off the floor or looking at a map or something.
Yeah, maybe. You know the main thing? The main thing is we tried. That's all you can ever do. And even if you feel as bad as I feel right now, you gotta try.
Guy, it's just not that big a deal, you know? He's only a human being.
Wrong. I'm a human being. I do the stupid things, like this and last night. But Frank Sinatra is an idea. He's the American dream. He's what this country is all about.
He was a dirt-poor Italian kid who became Frank Sinatra, the greatest entertainer of all time. It only happens here in America. It's Sinatra who gives the hope and the faith in what this country is all about. Jefferson, Washington, Sinatra, great patriots, each and every one. They're the men that give definition to the greatest country on earth. They call themselves a nation, but it's really one big town where freedom's never rationed. Black, red, white, or brown. America, America, God broke his mold on you. America, America, 48 plus 2. I dig the country, and the country digs me. Everybody! I dig the country, and the country, it digs me. Pilgrims on the Mayflower were looking for a dock. So Captain Smith did power them into Plymouth Rock. Thanksgiving dinner was waiting for them in those Indian lairs. But one thing could be heard from them before they said their prayers. I dig the country, and the country digs me. I can't hear you. I dig the country, and the country, it digs me. Are you listening, world? I know I am. In New York Harbor, there's a dame, the chick that holds the light to every immigrant that came. That doll was quite a sight. Not one word in English could those folks compete, but the lady stands for liberty, and one phrase she could teach. I dig the country, and the country digs me. Let's hear it! I dig the country, and the country, it digs me. The iron end or the bamboo curtain ought to listen to this verse. 'Cause if you've ever wondered if you should attack, you'll all be 6 feet under. 'Cause there's no going back. The British tried, the Nazis tried, the Japs, they bombed our shores. But Americans got together and we told them, hey, up yours. I dig the country, and the country digs me. Let's do it now! I dig the country, and the country, it digs me. I dig the country, and the country, it digs me. And don't you forget it.